Okay, I don't know if this is going on today. Let's see if it's going. Yeah, this video is. I put this on. Okay, guys. Don't know if this is going to be working like it should be doing today. I'm trying to figure out some things. For one thing, I noticed that I trying to figure out what's going on here. Looks like I currently am. Spacesbox is currently down. We go to Spacesboxmedia.com. It's down too. Go to michaelgulde.com. It looks like it is now going to the link that I was supposed to go to. It wasn't working earlier, but now it's going to work. Imagine that. Don't know why that's doing that. This talks about the my January 6th and my SUV and the donation, damage on my SUV, and then some more about the donation, about the damage on the SUV, and then me having issues with the SUV, and then they donated to the charity for veterans, and then their video on the veterans, and their video about the veterans, and this is just the links and stuff. Please check it out. I don't know if to see if if I can get my doc for chat up. Sign into chat. Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to sign in, so that's gonna be a pain. Yeah, I don't know my password right now, so let's do this. Nope, don't have that. Don't have that. On our way. Then Google Authenticator is not working. My phone's currently down. The old phone, this is the free phone from California, is down. And just try another way. Don't know. It would be nice if it had the ability to sign in using your ID, but it doesn't have that. Yeah, I don't think we can do a sign in there. All right. All right. Well, anyway, Blogspot was having problems where it wasn't coming up. Anyway, looks like it's coming up now. Don't know why it's coming up now or not. But anyway, and these are my links to Google. If you go here, you can actually go through. These are all my different pages. I have Google Pages. Basically, my websites are all down, and I copied all my pages that were all the content on my different pages I created on Whoobee. These are all copies of their content on Whoobee. Over here, you can go to Whoobee and you can find it. Whoobee. Whoobee Michael Gulde. It should be right here. Some of these articles are, moving on my links to michaelgulde.com. Well, michaelgulde.com went down when I was with Exact Hosting. Then like collaboration requests is just script media requests. Charities I Hope Sports currently down. Everything that was my book. iPhone translations, just these are locally hosted. Pterodactyl Heart, they're just different stories. Anyway, I was trying to figure out what was going on with my Hostinger. I bought some services with Hostinger, and I was even going to be hosting my website and maybe I was even going to host some other stuff with Hostinger. Um, I was going to host my websites, and I was even going to pay for I was paying for paying for hosting websites. I think it was using the business plan, the $3.99 a month plan for hosting websites, and then I was also going down here and paying I guess it's the VPS server for an hour, and it was costing me like $400 for a year, or $500 for a year. I had some problems with setting stuff up, so I left. Got most of my money back, but for some reason, some of the stuff wasn't linking to where it's supposed to be going to. Um, I might have just messed it up, and anyway, let's look at this. Yeah, this is supposed to go to Spacesboxmedia. Michael Gulde at Spacesboxmedia goes to the Spacesboxmedia. And Spacesboxmedia has nothing to do with me. And I looked in here, and surprisingly, somehow did it, or somebody did it, so I have to change their settings. I need to change it to go directly to not to that location, but to a different location. So I'm going to go in here and Spaces Box Media. Then I'm going to go to see if I can transfer, edit, change the, let's see if we can change the URL or something. Yeah, let's say redirect, and instead of click edit, and it should be going to Spaces Box Media, not Spaces. Or we could go permit, and maybe I made a mistake there and had it go the wrong direction maybe. So what I'm going to do, instead of going to Spacesboxmedia, I'm going to just go to who would be Michael Gulde for now. And I don't really, maybe I can get this stuff up later and get it to work the way I want to. I've been having problems getting, and I'm disabled low income, so I don't have a lot of money here. Update, redirect, and that should be done. Now if I go here and click on this, and click on this up here, it should open up on their screen. Let's go here and put it here, and then it goes directly to that, so that's good. That's instead of going to that to sell somebody's expired domain. So we like that better than that. And go back to the domain for one. Let's go look at this cloud one. Where is it going off to? And I might have did this mistake myself, but I don't know. Is it going to the same? No, it's just going to Spaces Box. It looks like it's going directly to Spaces Box. But let's see if we can go edit name server. Change it to redirect, and do edit, do be and for now, go ahead and put permit and update redirect. Now if I go to that and we click on here, maybe I can rework my work it out. Or I'm using Hostinger later again. Maybe you don't know. Maybe I'll try. Anyway, it's right now. It's going to the right direction. That's good. Now we can go in here and now that's all correct. Let's check all the other stuff here. I was trying to redirect some of my stuff directly to. I might be able to redirect some of this to my stuff on TikTok. I forgot about that. Maybe I should do that instead. Let's see if I can find the TikTok stuff. All right. Let's see if it's. Let's see if I can find search. There's Spacesboxmedia, and there's Spaces Michael Gulde, and okay, there's 36 likes, 3 likes. Don't know what's the difference between these two. We got this is, I think the more content, or most of these are. No, let's just do something funny. Go back to Hostinger, and this, you know, and instead of redirecting this stuff to this, let's redirect it to these websites, and just that'd be funny. So, domains, Spacesboxmedia.cloud, and edit, and redirect, edit, paste, and update. Then if this one will go, it will now go to the TikToks. Yeah, that worked. And there's also another TikTok that has this one. I don't know why I have 2 of them, but I do. That's kind of funny. And we'll go back over to Hostinger and say back to domains. And now we go to this one. And we go to edit name server. And we go to redirect. And this is going already to, that's the one what's, and this go this one. Edit. And it's going to redirect. This is the one what's going. That's the cloud. Edit. Redirect. Let's go to Whobe. We change that into, instead of Whobe, we'll go paste. And then we'll update redirect. And that way, something I can possibly let people see at least some content instead of getting a page that says for sale by owner or something. Yeah, that'll work. All right, fix that shit. Now Hostinger's fixed. Let's go ahead and log out of Hostinger. Do a Bluehost. And log into Bluehost. I wasted too much money on this stuff. Yeah, let's see if I can get into Bluehost. I don't know if I can. And websites. Looks like I have some websites on here. This one is Hello World. No, let's do this one. Yeah, oh, they're both Hello World. Okay. All right. Well, that's both of those I didn't want to use because they were just not wanting to work. So, site. Is there delete? Yeah. And the website is currently temporary. Using a temporary domain. Oh well. Yeah. That's right. But it's better than no site because right now I don't have any sites up. I'd rather have something up. So another problem is, so I need to fix this up. Right now, let's go ahead and so I didn't know, I forgot I had stuff still here at Hostinger. My problem was it was basically money problem. I don't have any money for any of this stuff really. I need to find out. Domains don't. I have Spacesbox here, but supposedly but it's not going to work because I don't have it hooked on. Name right now is not referring to it yet, but I have 3 hosting 10 gigs of space, data center, Phoenix, 10 websites, cPanel, file manager, websites. Let's see how much, what I have. Yeah. Oh, billing. That's what I was looking for. Billing. Okay. VPS expired. Professional trial expired. And starter hosting Spacesbox. It's good till July 18th, 2027. So I guess I'm gonna have to put some stuff up on here. It's better than nothing. I owe exact hosting too. Exact. So I think exact. I owe exact. I had problems with exact. Was they just would not do any things about. They I would they charge me for things, and I'd say I asked things about different tickets, and then they would just not fix the tickets that I would being created. You know, I had problems with at this point back in February that they were doing stuff where I was having problems with exact. Anyway, but they did give me 2 free months of service. And it was sad to see that performance basically transferred them performance basically was taken over by Cloud First, and then when Cloud First got taken over, um, Cloud First took over performance. They sold me to Exact. I've been having some problems with game. I had problems with Exact. Then I went to Hostinger. Then I went to Bluehost. Then I said go Cloudflare and just host it myself. But I've been having problems on my computers at home. So I guess I'm gonna probably start having to um, probably redo everything. I'm gonna probably put stuff on Bluehost, but it's not going to be the way I want it to be for now. I'm also trying to find how I can do Spacesboxmedia. Right now, Spacesboxmedia is basically with all my YouTube size stuff. Maybe I could just have a page just for Spacesboxmedia, just linking directly to each and every video. I don't know how I can do that. Um, I have stuff on. It has on all my different social media websites have stuff and content. I have probably eight, I have 15 websites on YouTube. I have probably 10 or 10 to 15 on TikTok. Then I have 5 on Facebook or Instagram. And then I have probably um, some of the other ones. And anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to. Um, I haven't made any money though. I tried, and I tried selling stuff through different ways. I'm disabled low income. I get 1,199 a month on disability. I cook and everything else myself. I get food from a food pantry sometimes on Saturdays. Um, Sometimes I don't have money or food because it's pretty tight. Medium house in Rancho Santa Margarita is about $1 million. Um, I was living in Mission VA where it was cheaper, but I'm still living through a program through Friendship Shelter. Friendship Shelter has housing for long-term support housing, and I've been in it for the last 13 years. I did go to CES 2025 and as media. I did see a guy named Nolan in the press area, and that was from Last Media Group. And then I did see Linus actually at a event at the Primax booth at CES 2025. I did go to CES 2026 as media. I did lose my USB at the multi the, at the at the World Fair part of CES 2026. I did a big content about all different stuff, and it was also all the self-funding places where they're trying to self-fund different projects and other things, GoFundMe and stuff like that, websites, and they also had Europe and stuff like that. I did like 50 videos and then lost that. It was a pretty cool event at CES 2025. And then when I went, I found out it was media. I asked my family for loans and they won't, give it to me. And I just looked at my roommate and said, I'm going to go. And she gave me her cable money and I said, screw it. I'll just take that. And I already paid the cable bill. So I was going to I was going to use that to eat. But instead I drove to Vegas. I had an escape and I drove to Vegas and lived in my car, and I did actually gamble, double my money or triple my money on playing blackjack, and then went to a couple of I went to I ended up putting back most of the half of that money back in, and then used the rest for getting food. And I did eat at the press and media area at both CES 2025 and 2026. They have, if you are press and media and you can get in there, there's free food on Monday through Friday at the CES 2025 and 2026. I did get into CES and it was pretty cool. I didn't meet any new people, but I did learn a lot. I did go at CES 2025. I did go to Chain Tech booth, I guess it was. It was and I even saw Luke there in 2007 or 2006 or 2007 or something. But they had their wheel. It was the first time they had a SimRig reel. on 2025. That was their big release, media release on 2025. And then I did have a chance to go to on 2026. I think I got even filmed at the Moza booth doing. They were doing a promotion for a lot of good sim racers. Unfortunately, I suck real bad, but I had I was maybe filmed there doing sim racing. But it was a good, really cool event on 2026. Um, I did see a lot of different wheels on 2026 versus 2025. There's a lot of different, but I love going to CES and learning all about technology and things. I did try to go to Computex, didn't make it. Computex, I did meet some girls from Computex at the CES 2026 area in the press area booth when I was in there. Anyway. I've been trying to get my websites and YouTube to work together, and this is live, and I don't know if anybody's watching or not. I can't get into my chat bot, and not my chat, but my chat, and to actually talk to you and see how you're doing, because I'm real bad on passwords. For some odd reason, I can't remember passwords, and so if I don't have it catch down or using LastPass, I have problems. Well, a while back, on my birthday, I had a phone. It was an iPhone 15. Had everything dedicated to my iPhone 15. Before that, I had iPhone 10. My iPhone 10, when I moved up to Rancho Santa somehow it got stolen. So, but it was already damaged. But before that, I went to see my brother and went to this show and spent time with him, and his he and my sister-in-law upgraded my phone. I was on their plan, so they upgraded it from a 10 to 15. I wanted to get a 15 Pro Max because I really wanted a 15 at the time, or a 15 Pro because I was going to dedicate my time to, since I just finished my degree with my degree over here from University of North Texas at Frisco. It was in concentration. I wanted to work on doing my YouTube. I'm celebrating 20 years with YouTube. Um, I have worked other jobs when I've been my 20 years in YouTube. I worked for Office Depot for a while. I worked for Best Buy. I've also worked at freelance jobs, and then also I've been disabled, low income, and also I haven't really made any money. I made $200 off of YouTube when I did some advertising through some. Um, I did some real estate websites, and somebody clicked on some of the ads, and somehow I got some money off of that. But that's all I've really made any money. I haven't made any money through. I have paid advertising into Google. I have paid advertising into Facebook. I am having problems getting onto my Facebook Michael J. Gulde account. I did recently get another account with Facebook. It's Michael Gulde, but it is and my email I'm using for that is Michael Spacesboxmedia at gmail.com, not the Michael Gulde or at gmail.com. If you want to get a hold of me, michael.gulde at gmail.com or michaelspacegulde at gmail.com. Or if you want to get a hold of me, you can also contact me. I'm right now, all my phones are down. Unfortunately, I do have a landline phone that my roommate, she always wanted a landline for some odd reasons because she would do different things with it. And unfortunately, it came in handy right now because all my cell phones are down. I've been having problems. If you watch my video with restoring my iPhone Pro Max 15 and Apple, going to Apple and just not having a good time with Apple. Apple's been really giving me a crappy time. I've used Apple products for a long time. My first Apple product was probably a Mac 512 or 128. It's a little tiny computer like this big, and it was the first time I actually used the mouse and the keyboard. The keyboard is built into the computer, but the mouse wasn't. It was a cool little computer. It was tiny. My sister got it when she was going to school, and she got I think she got a 512 for herself and got a 128 for us, for our family, me and my sister, I guess. We shared it. But before that, I had x86, and then when I learned computers, and so I played with computers all my life, and I went from x86 computer the whole way up to the most current computer I have is this machine right here to the left of me. Right here is a AMD socket 5 7600. But I've had some problems with it with the BIOS and the motherboard. But I have a 7600 processor, and then I have 32 a 3070 GeForce graphics card that's currently in this desktop that I'm currently on. And I was playing. It's running with the AMD's with the Intel 8600 socket 5 socket 5 Intel processor. I do have another one down here with a Intel socket Core 2 Duo gateway machine, which has a chipset with NVIDIA, a graphics card with AMD, and a um, and so it has everybody. It has NVIDIA, it has AMD, and Intel. So it's kind of the bizarre machine of my bunch. Um, and then I have a problem right now with it is I only have 4 gigs of RAM on it. So I've been trying to find something that runs on 4 gigs of RAM in the Core 2 Duo. But I did. It's expensive RAM, but to get it going again, I did that when I got it from Goodwill. It was 8 gigs. I did find it at the Goodwill store. There's a Goodwill store in rent and Santa Ana that you can buy technology stuff. You can also get technology stuff. I found another place. It's on Fulton. I guess it's off of Fulton and El Toro. It's to the right. There's if you go to the food stamp office is down the way on the right, but on the left side there's a store. I bought these keyboards and stuff. It's called Savers, and you can buy keyboards and stuff. The keyboard I got here is $8. Another keyboard over there was a Dell one. It was about $8. I bought a Blu-ray player for $12. Bought another bottle for about $6. It's really cheap stuff. I found an air fryer for like $20, but the only problem is I'm walking around using the bus and I can't move it back. And taking Uber, it's going to cost me like $34, and I just don't have my money to do that right now. I been trying to. I was thinking at one point to host all my stuff on my own machine, use Cloudflare, and then do this, and then try to host a PeerTube on my own machine. But the only problem is when I'm playing games, if I'm hosting something like that on my own machine, or on it will cause my game to go down. And also, if I'm hosting on that 4 gig machine, it may work okay, but it may crash, and I can't get Linux or boot on it real well. It used to be really the most reliable machine I had was the gateway machine. It would be really hard to kill the darn thing. I don't know why. Other machines, my voices can kill real easily, but the gateway, it says, screw you, I can take anything. Gateway machine from Goodwill. Anyway. Anyway. But there's a display capture in this exact so I need to set up I was looking at possibly going to WordPress.com and creating a website on WordPress, but since I already have Bluehost set up, it's going to cost me less money to go just to Bluehost, I think. I did have another website, a blog, this one right here called michaelgulde.blogspot.com. But I've had problems with it where it was saying it wouldn't change it would say it's on a certain, and anyway, this is the videos of my story of my car, and somehow me later donated to the Veterans Society. I don't know if it ever got to the veterans. There's also releases all this stuff on it. This is January 6th in my SUV. My press and media release. My thank you for support and then the press and media, and then I do have the veterans thing where if you want to look at the playlist for the just on the veterans, and it's just basically these videos here. But you can. Um, then I have my YouTube about me and YouTube and different stuff related to that. And then I have please help me sim racing on Xbox Live. I have then Dear Family Scott, the start article related to me trying to restore my relationship with the family Scott and family Olison in Goodby and also in Merriam, and the Rotary clubs in both Goodby and Rotary, Goodby and Jarso, and also the the Rotary clubs of Amarillo, Texas. There's two. There's Potter and Randall County, and then also I was trying to get a relationship going with the two Rotary clubs up here in Mission Viejo and in also the RSM. I did go by the uh, the club at RSM, and no one said. I talked to a guy, and he said didn't know anything about the Rotary Club of RSM. And I even went to the mayor's office, and no one told me about the RSM Rotary Club. Rotary Club of Potter and Randall County. My dad was in the Rotary Club. We helped people that were from Rotary, and then we also had my so these were exchange students from different places. We had one from Japan, we had one from Spain, and I was always jealous of it. And my sister even decided to be exchange student. She did it through her college, and I somehow talked Rotary into letting me do an exchange program, and then I went to Olin, but I didn't know where I was going to go. I thought I was going to go to Spain or something, but I ended up going to Olin, and I thought I was going to learn Finnish. I've been trying to learn Finnish, and also I have a speech impediment, as you can hear. So when I got there, then I learned I was going to learn Swedish, and then also being that I couldn't speak Swedish very well, and I even asked my teacher if I could just go to like the school that for the elementary school to learn Swedish because she wanted me to stay in high school classes and then learn Swedish and understand, and I just couldn't understand stuff. I was there for 8 or 9 months, and then I came home early. This is just me trying to get my relationship back going, and just it has some different pictures of me being me and breasts, and also my Bible app and some of my websites and some of my other stuff, and these are mostly links directly to my Google pages. And then I do have having issues with computers and web hosting with Exact. Um, and then I do have I was trying to companies like such as NVIDIA, Apple, Steam, Valve, and AMD, Intel, and many others are given creators, gamers, and engineers and students should work together to end foods and make money and make a family. Because sometimes AMD, like putting a NVIDIA graphics card and hooking up to an AMD machine and using it as a GPU on an AMD on a Apple device is like chagrin. You don't ever see that happen because there's food between Apple and NVIDIA. There's uh, the foods need to end so we can start making money and also enjoy using other people's GPUs because there are Chinese GPUs right now that are going to come into the market, and NVIDIA needs to be strong and work with Apple and Valve and AMD and Intel and work together as a family because they're all American companies and they should give each other and fight for each other. Also, I think Valve should work with Amazon and have it where if you want a gift card for Luna, maybe you could buy it on Valve, and if you want a gift card um, for Steam, you can buy it on Amazon, and you don't have to pay twice the money for the card on on Amazon. But Amazon also, there's another thing with Amazon is if you look at a Steam Deck on Amazon, it usually costs $200 more than the cost of it on Steam. Anyway, but that's why I'm asking in the feuds, and then there's some videos of my stuff requesting some of that stuff. Don't know if it happens or not, but just I don't know, pissing off everybody. Everybody's hating me, so I guess maybe I just like everybody hating me. And then this is me. I was at the Press and Media event at CS 2026, and that was at NVIDIA. Also, uh, this is my address, my phone number. Currently, my phone number is down. I'm having some other problems. But there was a big article that I thought was interesting. It was the fish tank article where there's a million links, and this is the video about that. And then also the freedom of press. And then there's also a video about if you look at the video about the memory problem with using way too much storage on a Apple devices, 50 gigs of iOS data and iOS being used, half of the phone being used on iOS data and stuff. When after you reboot the machine and completely reboot your phone, it drops to like 16 gigs. And some people say it's a bug, but it's a huge bug if it's taking up that much space on your phone. Then Dean Carmack and his work with Coca-Cola and the freestyle machines. And then January 6th and Capitol, and this is an article about January 6th and Donald Trump. And then I did write this article after I was CS Media at the media. I was CS Media at before I wrote all this article. And I shouldn't be. I just thought that Donald Trump could have worked with Vance, not Vance, but it was Pence, and walked the people through that day instead of letting people be crushed to death. It was really bad to have people crushed to death. If they weren't crushed to death, then also there were some repeat offenders and stuff like that also on here. And then there's hardware donation requests. I try to get some people to donate stuff to me, to my address. And my address is at the Via Amatosa Apartment H, Rancho Santa area. My phone number is incorrect right now. It should be a 949 number, but it's currently down because, anyway, my email is michael.gulde@gmail or michaelspacegulde@gmail.com. And then mission is gratitude is a thing about me just being gratitude of people being watching over and protecting me and helping me. I appreciate everybody for doing that. Anyway, that is at Michael Gulde at blogspot.com. And this is to be, looks like Spaces Box is currently down. If we go to Spacesboxmedia, it is, it should be down also. Michael Gulde Live is live was down also. I don't know why. I've been having problems. Maybe it's up now. It's now working. Wow, that's nice to see. Seems like name is now working with me instead of not working with me. Yeah, let's see if we go to let's go to instead of let's do michaelgulde.com and it should go to Hoobie. These are all links on. I did have some problems with name sending it. Yeah, well, maybe not. Let's go. Oh, yeah. And then these are some posts about. And I did a lot of content, creating a lot of content on Michael Gulde Live right now. Most of it's just gaming. Most of it's just gaming and different stuff. I did have this post about the IGN Live event. I have both this one and the other one. And then I am having issues with my SimRig going again. And these are just videos of me all the playing games, and then food and stuff. I still have some problems with my laptop, it being dead and working with things. And then MikeGulde.com didn't come up at all. Let's see if maybe name what's causing the problem. But it's and yeah, with Michael, looks like it's going to the right place. Let's see if it's I'm racing with Michael. Information with Michael is going to the right place. Let's see if Heart Institute for Cure is going to the right place. Heart Institute for Cure is, looks like it's going to the right place, and this is a video of my dad and his another lady doing a hyperventilation video. This is a non-smoking video. This is something one of my dad's people that work for my dad, and then these are just different catheterizations videos. But yeah, all these people are quite dead and quite gone. And then if you want to look at, you can go Michael Gulde and Spacesboxmedia, and just different stuff about my Spacesboxmedia, and me trying to get some Bibles donated to the local, to my book library at the church I go to, and also possibly gain a bus stop by the church for Route 86, Route 89, or possibly a bus stop. And then there's also this information about the video of me donating my car and the form from the donation. Then I do have a video of the there's also a video of me at the lake with the lady who died in 9/11. It was a really tragic day for me because my brother was flying that day. He could have died. My brother-in-law works stocks and bones. He could have maybe been at the tower. And then I knew my brother's father-in-law also flew for the airlines. Then I do have this other post. It's also Michael Gulde and Spacesboxmedia. I somehow got two of them. And then this has all the videos related to my different stuff. And I don't know why I have two of them, but for some reason I have them. These are both on TikTok. Yeah, sorry for my scattered brainness. My main problem right now with getting the Bluehost working is getting my websites restored, because I had a problem. I had a website. Transfer a website. Well, when it does this, on the Bluehost platform, it won't let me restore it off a thing called it's a restore, where you can restore it off a image that the image is what originally, when I create the website on certified hosting, or it might have been non-performance. The engine for it was called what it does is it creates different types of hosting, creating different types of websites, and it is a website creator, but it uses different engines for that. And this thing, I had backed up my website through it, and I was trying to restore it through it, and I uploaded it to Bluehost, and they won't let me to restore it off of that, so that didn't work. And then looks like it's still preparing my account. Now there is email, looks like domains, hosting, security, services, billing, marketplace on here, Bluehost, AI sites, AI store, AI agent, AI. The problem I had with Bluehost and Hostinger was, if you wanted to talk to somebody, you couldn't talk to somebody. It cost you money, and I wanted to talk to somebody. Looks like it's taking its time. Maybe it's even crashing. Yeah. Anyway, and then exact I had issues with. But anyway, um, I need to figure out why I'm having problems with that. Also, Humble Bundle has some great deals right now. This looks like this is great. If I still was taking my management classes, you might be interested in taking this bundle. It looks like it's a pretty cool bundle. Agile in Action, Serum, Jurai, and AI Projects Management. Looks like entire bundle, 24 item bundle. Pay 18 bucks for the bundle. Um, and this is just teaching you how to use those management programs, Agile and other in Serum and Jira. Um, you can go up here, and if you want to, you can choose to pay 30 or 35, or if you want to, you can adjust your donation. If you want your donation to be default, you can also change it to extra charity, or you can even, where it gives more money to the packet foundation symbol, you can also do custom. You can give packet, you know, 14 against Malaria Foundation 2, or if you want to give Malaria Foundation the, 12 bucks and Humble 8 and packet, you can do that. Um, Look, this bundle supports against Malaria Foundation, against Malaria Foundation, against Malaria Foundation helps protect people with malaria. Malaria is a problem where you can't breathe because it's like a sickness where you can't breathe. In some third world countries, malaria is really bad. It can kill you. You don't want it. The bundle details. These are just tells you more about the bundle, and then also the leaderboard tells you top contributors and amounts purchased. And the average purchase price is 19.98. It's 19.93. It looks like this is not really really fast bundle. Humble Bundle is supporting their 15th year right now. You can get the Humble Choice for $14.99, but you can also do the bundles. The bundles are pretty cool. They have different bundles, and different bundles go for different things, and different bundles go for different different types of. Most of these are for all games, and then this is for different books. Um, and even comic books. It looks like image comic books. Um, and then this is Greg Bear's books, and then software engineering, tech library, um, Python, Rust, and data books and stuff like that. And then Disney Masters, stuff like Disney, all different type of Disney stuff. And this is Giant Earth and their series of books. Then the software bundles. These are all different software stuff, like Freedom to Create with CorelDRAW. This is CorelSuit 2025. I did buy the CorelSuit 2023, I think. That's a great little deal if you want to buy that. It's like $80 or $90. The product usually is like 200 bucks. You can buy it through Humble Bundle and get half off. Um, you might try that. But these are different. I wish the only problem I have with Humble Bundle is I wish they would have, if the bundles were instead of games, books, software, if they had music. So like somebody, if a musician wanted to donate their music, somebody would, enjoy something like let's say some church group wanted to donate, or if some um, wanted to do, or somebody like Mercy Me say they wanted to donate and they had music, or if somebody that's a big musician like Taylor Swift, or someone that isn't a big musician like my friend um, um, Seth, if he wanted to donate music to get people interested in his music and also let listen to, so you can have music instead of because you put most of the music they have is in software, and most of that music is just for creating games and software. It's not music. And then there's also another thing would be hardware. So hardware or physical items would be a nice thing to add, and then spiritual might be a good thing to add, and then maybe something else. But I wish they had more than just the three selection. Um, then you can also, if you want to, there is a store here where you can buy any game or software. So if you want to, you can also support, if you like the I play a lot of Apex, and you can even buy coins for Apex coins here through the store. And this is Humble Bundle. Um, anyway, anyway, um, these are my links. Please check out my Patreon at CW Michael Gulde, PayPal, donate, and then Vegan Works with Michael. Vegan Works with Michael is my YouTube for Vegan Works and plants and stuff. You can also check out Cooking with Space, aka Michael Gulde, and then with Cooking with Space, it's just different cooking stuff. Sometimes I'm like an imp guide. Sometimes I send my food out. So if you like vegan, that's vegan. Works with Michael. If you like regular food, it's in Cooking with Space. And there's also, I did go to a barbecue event in Mission Viejo. If you Cooking through Space, you can see that barbecue event. Uh, Spaces Box is currently down. Cherries, I Hope You Sport is currently down. VR with Michael goes to my VR with Michael YouTube. MichaelGoldie.live is currently going to Michael Goldie Live YouTube. Sim Racing with Michael is going to Sim Racing with Michael YouTube. These were independent websites, had a little bit more content on them. I could create websites, do tech services, or social media advertising if you're interested in something like that. Check out my stuff on Google. Search for me at Michael Gulde or Michael Gulde. Search or use a search in. You can simply Amuse Band is a friend of mine. That's Seth. He created rock music, kind of a lounger type music. I really enjoyed his music. Spacesmedia.com is, well, I was trying to move all my media to Spaces Media and then ask other providers. Similar to Linus, Linus Tech created float plane. I was going to do Spacesboxmedia for, so if I could create my media there, and then if anybody else wanted to bring their media there too, I would allow them to do that. Also, spacesbox.com, YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. I appreciate my family and friends on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and also X. Um, Other links, I appreciate them. And Spacesbox Media, I appreciate. I believe in God, Jesus, people of light. You can donate to me here if you'd like. Different links to this is my Facebook. Currently, that link for Michael J. Goldie is down. Um, I think I did get back in with Facebook using a different email. Unfortunately, I'm not using that account. I want that account because it has 3,000 people, 3,000 users on it, and it also has like 5 pages of different pages and different things on it. I wish I could restore that with Facebook. There's this going to the bathroom. You should be hearing me here right now. I don't know why my OBS 3221 has my mic because it's not listed as a source. Don't know why. Anyway, um, then this is me again. This is my main, what's currently down. A display capture just shows the stuff. Um, I do have housing for Salvation Army. I was housed, and that was the outgoing program. I went out and basically worked at Best Buy, and at one point I was homeless, completely homeless, working at Best Buy. I would take my backpack in, my day backpack into Best Buy and work my night, and then go home and stay in and try to get in the shelter. They'd let me in, then I would climb on my bunk, and then they had 60 people in the room, in 2 rooms at Salvation Army, and then I got into their program for outgoing, for out to work people, and I was there, worked there. I got there 6 months. I had a couple of family members did offer to let me stay with them, but some of my family that I really expected they would take me in didn't take me in, but some that didn't. A person I used to work with and their family member did offer. Um, then I did eventually get to work, and then I got office, and then I helped another guy got into housing, and then I was at Morandian Apartments, and then I lost my job when I got 2 failed surveys at Office Depot, and then after working there 3.5 to 4 years, I did try to get in management. I did even take some management courses at Emerald College, and then later ended up getting a college management degree from the University of North Texas. But wonderful guy. Or I was already going to his church. I sometimes go to different churches, but I am Catholic. But I did go to a friend of mine. I met a guy, Mark, and I met another guy named Michael. Um, uh, and I went to both. They were both at this one church, and um, they both were ex-military. Anyway, I appreciate my brothers and sisters. I did get in the housing program after I got. I stayed with my brother a year and a half in Highlands Ranch, but then I ended up going out here, got into got into friendship shelter. Then I got into the house of supportive housing. Then I got my disability, and then I got. I appreciate my brothers and sisters and family of both dimensions. I appreciate the Church of Master for helping me with getting a battery for my Ford Escape. The Ford Escape was donated to Veterans Charity after January 6th article. After it got damaged and I couldn't drive anymore, so I had to donate time. The other pence could have somehow made the crowd manageable and walked them through the Capitol instead of having them try to force their way in and crush people. Um, this the Anyway, I appreciate the pantries at St. Killian's, Solano. I did volunteer like 13, 14 times. St. Killian's, I did not volunteer. South County Outreach, I did not volunteer, but it was a good church pantry. The Church of Christ also is a pantry. It also has a dinner. Did not volunteer either. Both all the family and people, all the people working out these pantries are really nice and wonderful people. You should, if you ever go to them, just you can donate money. You can also donate your time. You can also just say thank you, and you're doing a great job of getting people that need money or food, not money, but mostly food things. And there's also another fam pantry that I had a friend that when I was living with, when I first lived in Mission Viejo, I was another roommate. He always went to fam. He loved fam. It's in San Clemente. Currently have no cash. Really, I got a USB-C card. It was my first donation in a long time. It was then I got a wireless charger for that, and then I got a phone, a Pixel 3 phone with graphene OS. I had a problem with it and possibly deleting my videos after I upload some to uh, my account on Google because maybe the Pixel 3, they thought it was using Pixel 3 phone on a Graphene OS machine. No, it was also a Pixel phone with the Graphene OS port on it, so I guess it should be legal. Anyway, then my friend had sent it to me to try to, his version of Graphene OS was also a port that had meant peace, and also it said something else about it. It was supposed to block anything porn, anything Reddit, anything that had anything to do with porn or anything that would be something that you would probably want to give this phone to like a kid that is trying to keep himself, not let him get anything that would like a little kid. Like I would say if you want to give a phone to maybe a kid that's like 5 to 10, 15 years old, or 5 to 10, like 5 to 12, and you want to make sure he doesn't get any porn or anything else. This is a great phone for it. You could also use this on a tablet for a prisoner, or you can even use this on a you could also use it on a PC or on a phone. Um, I'm Supposedly my voice is in my head, my family in my head. We're trying to create a portable Linux phone, a completely Linux phone, running ROM. So you could, I've seen there's like 4 or 5 different ROMs now. There are projects that are trying to do a Linux phone, and that way you're not having to use because the uh, Android operating system is owned by Google, but it's an open source project, but it's also owned by the people because it still has Java in it. You still have to pay for Java, and you still have to pay for Google. So Linux is completely free. That's one for Linux one might be cheaper. Um, um, I did later. My brother did help me with the iPhone 15. I did lose it on my birthday on uh, April 25th, 2026. For some odd reason, I didn't know where it went to, but I haven't been able to find it. So far, I've had problems with all my accounts since I lost my iPhone 15 because I have been having problems trying to get back into my accounts so I can have a life to do all my coverage and my videos. I appreciate. I believe in God and Jesus. People line. Um, I sometimes volunteer at Solana Catholic Pantry. I appreciate everybody's help and watching over and protecting me. I also appreciate all family and people, and I love working with people. If you want to donate to me, you can donate to me 3 ways. You can donate through Patreon, you can donate through PayPal donation, or you can donate through physical donations to me. This is Bible thing. This is my X. If you want to go to my X, it is x.com _MDG. There, I might have Michael Gulde live also on my, and then I might have other X. I might have more live. Might have 5 X's, 5 or 6 TikToks. Then YouTube's I probably have 15, and then I have then I also have TikToks, and then I also have Instagrams, and then I also have Facebook. Anyway, I don't have multiple. I had tried to get one account and then have multiple accounts in that one account. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching tonight. Rushing this morning at 12:33 a.m. And I'm in Living Ranch in Margarita. I have an old Dell monitor I found in the trash that I'm watching this through, and I'm also using my Logitech webcam instead of my newer webcam because I've had some problems. I've been trying to get it to work with. It's this one. It's the Instant 360. It was a really cool webcam, but my problem with it is it uses software, and then also I was trying to use it with my Steam Deck since I was trying to do videos like this with my Steam Deck because this desktop was not running and my Steam Deck was. That's the only one I was having content at one point. Then my desktop, this one over here is broken. The one below it is I need a hard drive put in, then get that. That's the one from that Dell I got at the Dell I bought for $100 at the Goodwill. Then I have a laptop that's completely broken. The laptop was I've had luck getting it working again a couple of times. I don't know if it's the power supply what's on the problem with the laptop. I don't know if it's the battery or something, but sometimes if I leave it unplugged and disconnect everything, it'll come back working a couple of weeks later or a couple of weeks later. But it would be nice if it just kept working. It's a gigabyte laptop. It had some neat stuff about it. 460 GeForce 460. I upgraded it from 8 gigs to 32 gigs RAM, and it was a 2500 series Intel processor. That was one I bought for when I was getting my degree at University of North Texas at Frisco. But anyway, and Frisco is a new campus. I think I might have started at University of North Texas, and then the degree plan moved to Frisco. But it's through Coursera, and Coursera was a learning program. There's also Udemy. There's a couple others that you can learn different things from. Coursera was pretty cool because it's a full degree. I did work my ass off getting the degree. I was literally goat meat. Going through and getting that degree and working hard to get that degree. It took me 3 years to get it. I worked really hard too, and I didn't know I was 47 or 48 when I got it, and then I graduated when I was 50. So I did spend like $25,000 or $26,000 on it. Now I have to somehow find a way to pay it back. Also, I don't make a lot of money. So anyway, any support we appreciate. Thanks for watching. Hoping my life will change and hopefully I will start making some money. I am CES 2025, 2026 in Computex Media. Did not go to the Computex Media, but I am media because they said I was, but I didn't actually make it to the show. So I'm actually really pressing media for CES 2025 and 2026. And 2026, they did say I was content creator, but at one point they said I was media also. And this is different stuff about me in my media. And then if you want to go to this link, you can go to, and that's my card I went to CES 2026. I did get the card from my sister. Gave me some cards and some shirts, and the cards were from Office Depot. I did get terminated from Office Depot for two failed surveys, but anyway, that's kind of depressing about. This is a cross, but then this is me and my dad at Nursery of Rome before he died. Some scripture. This is me at the NVIDIA Press Only Media event at CES 2026. And this is if you wanted to donate to me via PayPal, or Patreon, or if you want to donate physical items to me. And if you go into my Press and Media folder on this, you'll also get some articles, other articles with it. You can also find this link also on my X, and that is X, www.x.com, _MJG, and it's there's other links there on X. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been fun. If you're here watching, thanks. Shout out if there's anything you can do. If you can, sometimes if you are watching, you see like 5 or 6 people in. Let me know there's 5 or 6 people in, because Google says there's no one coming and watching these videos. I want to prove that I think their statistics is wrong, and I need to somehow get it fixed. I don't know if I'm being filtered, or my account's being taken advantage of. And I need to somehow find a way to prove that I am Preston Media and I should be respected as Preston Media. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.